What if I told you that the prison isn't out there in the world, but deep within your mind, not built of iron and stone, but of fear, doubt, and regret? Every time you held back, every time you silenced your voice, that's the real cage. The worst part? You created it, brick by brick, with every excuse, every delay, every lie you told yourself, just to get by another day. But here's the twist. If you built it, you can destroy it. You don't need permission. You don't need hope. You need war. War against the version of you that cringes when life gets intense. Right now, not tomorrow, not next month, when you feel ready. This second. You can burn through the lies, demolish the limits, and become unshakable. You can become a force so solid that even chaos moves out of your way when you step in. That's not a dream. It's a decision. But only if you're brave enough to make it. Only if you're willing to bury the weaker part of you and bring forth something stronger. This isn't just a video, it's a wrecking ball. And you're about to smash through the walls of your own mind. So, strap in, dust off your soul, and don't even think about skipping a single second. This is your wake-up call, not the whispering kind, but the kind that roars. This is the fire that will burn away the fake. If you're ready to go all in, if you're ready to bleed for your future, like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Tell me, what's the demon that's been haunting you in the dark? Let's face it together. And this time, we won't back down. We'll destroy everything that's ever held us back. Life doesn't hand out mercy. It doesn't care how tired you are, how broken you feel, or how many nights you've screamed into your pillow hoping something would change. Life throws punches when your back's already against the ropes. But the Stoics, men like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, they didn't just remain calm in the storm. They were the storm. They bled, they broke, they suffered just like you. But they built something indestructible, a mind that doesn't bow to chaos. And that's what we're aiming for here. Not theory, not philosophy class fluff, but real, brutal, tested wisdom. I'm about to give you 5 Stoic tools, hard-hitting, tested by fire and blood. Tools that will help you carve a new life out of the wreckage. By the end of this video, you won't be calm. You'll be ablaze, sharp like a blade. Let's dive in. 1. Master what's within your control. Ever felt like life grabs you by the throat and drags you through hell without a warning? 1 minute you're chasing peace, then out of nowhere, your job is gone. Someone betrays you, plans fall apart, and suddenly, the weight of the world is pressing down. Most people break. They yell at the sky, blame everyone and everything. But the Stoics, they didn't waste a single second on what they couldn't control. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, lost his children, faced betrayal from his own generals, ruled during plagues and wars, but he stood firm. He understood one undeniable truth that most people avoid. You can't control the storm, but you can control the captain. And that captain? It's your mind. Steer it or sink with the ship. Stoicism isn't about being cold or emotionless. It's about deciding where your energy goes. It's a weapon for those who are done being at the mercy of the world. You can't stop the rain, you can't change traffic, gossip, or heartbreak, but you can control how you carry yourself through it. That's where true power lives, not in loud opinions or emotional outbursts, but in silent discipline. Take Lisa, a single mom with 3 kids. Her world collapsed overnight when she lost her job. Bills piled up, food ran low, pressure kept rising, her ex vanished. It was brutal. But did she curl up? She went full stoic. She asked, "What's within my control?" Her time, her thoughts, her effort. Every night while her kids slept, she studied, learned new skills, rewrote her resume, and applied for jobs without drama or excuses. Months later, she landed a better role, made more money, and walked out of the wreckage stronger. She didn't escape the storm. She became the storm. 2. Embrace discomfort to evolve. Nobody wants to suffer. No one wakes up eager for a punch to the gut. But the truth is, comfort is the silent killer of greatness. It lures you into mediocrity, whispers, "Take it easy," while your potential rots. Every soft choice you make, every time you dodge the hard thing, you trade a piece of your soul for a few more minutes of fake peace. By the time you realize the cost, it's already stolen years from you. The Stoics weren't masochists. They didn't chase pain for drama. They chased it because they knew the secret. Discomfort sharpens you like a blade. Seneca didn't just talk about suffering. He stared it down. He said, "There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. If you want to rise, if you want to evolve, then walk barefoot through the fire. Crawl through your own weakness, bleed in silence until the noise in your head shatters." Marshall Mathers hated public speaking. Voice cracked, palms sweating, eyes darting for an escape. But he'd had enough. He threw himself into the storm, joined a speaking club, bombed, stuttered, forgot his lines, but kept coming back. Week after week, he returned, not because it was getting easier, but because he refused to be owned by fear. A year later, he was on a TEDx stage, commanding the room like a man who had fought wars within himself and emerged ruthless. 3. Reframe obstacles as opportunities. Ever been slammed by life so hard you thought you couldn't get back up? When everything you've worked for collapses and you ask yourself, "Why me?" The Stoics knew this. Life will test you. It will knock you down again and again. But they understood something essential. It's not what happens to you. It's how you respond. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The pain you're feeling, it's not the end. It's your rebirth. Every obstacle is an invitation to become stronger, sharper, unbreakable. Take Mia. She built her dream bakery from the ground up, but then the pandemic hit. No customers, no business. It felt like the end. But she didn't give in. Instead, she saw an opportunity. She shifted, started taking online orders, and transformed the setback into a booming business. Practice gratitude to find peace. In a world designed to make you feel like you're never enough, it's easy to get caught in the cycle of constant wanting. Bigger house, better car, perfect life. The Stoics saw through this madness. They weren't chasing anything because they knew something powerful. True peace comes when you stop needing more. Seneca said, "It's not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Stop and let that sink in. You're not poor because you lack things. You're poor because you're constantly starving for more. You're running headfirst into a wall, believing the next thing will fill the hole. The truth, the hole is the hunger for more. And that's where the world is draining you. Take Steve. He had it all: the office, the title, the prestige. But inside, hollow. He chased the next promotion, the next bonus, as though his life depended on it. Until one day, he started practicing Stoic gratitude. Every night, he wrote down 3 things he was thankful for. Not big things, just the simple stuff. A meal, a chat with his mom, a moment of peace. Night after night, he did this, and slowly, he stopped chasing. He realized peace wasn't in the next big thing. It was in what he already had. 5. Live with purpose. every day. The Stoics didn't just live, they conquered each day with purpose. Every single day was an opportunity to make a difference, to build something that couldn't be erased. Epictetus didn't offer advice, he commanded action. He said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Take Sophie, a teacher stuck in the grind of the same tired routine. One day, she snapped. She discovered her purpose, not for the paycheck, but to ignite her students' souls, to build future leaders. She went from drudging through lessons to delivering them with fire, inspiring her students to believe in themselves. You've just been given the keys to unlock your own transformation. Master what's in your control. Embrace the grind. Reframe obstacles as opportunities. Practice gratitude. Live with purpose. These 5 Stoic tools will carve your mind into something unstoppable. Now it's time to act.